For the first time in U.S. history, a sitting senator has provided some public support for the legalization of marijuana. It is Senator Jeff Merkley, the Democrat of Oregon. Now, of course, Oregon is going to be voting in just a few weeks for the legalization of marijuana. Here's what he said in an interview with Talking Points Memo. I lean in support of it. I think folks on both sides of the argument make a good case, and there is concern about a series of new products. And we don't have a real track record from Colorado and Washington. But I feel on balance that we spend a lot of money on our criminal justice system in the wrong places, and I lean in favor of this ballot measure. So making history, even though in that short statement he had to provide two reasons that he thinks, well, maybe we shouldn't legalize it. He says that he's considering voting for it, which is historic. We've been saying, we're frustrated with politicians not being willing to say the obvious thing. This is not a terrible thing for you to do. You should legalize it. So we want to recognize him as being that first.
Well, apparently, as a senator, you only get to thinking this way if you get a sunstroke. Because I don't know if you saw, he's orange. I don't know if you saw his skin.
He is a bit orange.
He has Ebola.
He's out there with John. He's out golfing with John
fever?
Boehner. He's got John Boehner skin tone. Yeah. So good for him. Good for him.
He fried the right brain cells.
Let's face it. He gets high.
He gets high, and the states are way ahead of the federal government on this. So it's going to come from the states and not the other way around, which it's happening. So that's good. I'm glad it's happening. Yeah. I get to smoke pot in Los Angeles because we have a state government. And he had a governor who made it not even a crime anymore. It's not just an infraction like walking across the street, which is what it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that it's a great move. I think that. Polling seems to be pretty positive in that state. There are a number of states that are going to be considering Oregon, Alaska, Florida, and Washington, D.C. You're going to be voting for either recreational or medical purposes in just a week. So if you care about that, go out and vote.
The New York Times finally came around.
Yes, exactly.
Finally came, because, they're all that's fit to print 40 years too late. I think that's their fucking motto now.
Yeah, it takes a long time to physically
40
produce
years,
those
they
papers.
finally figure, hey, this politics.
Yeah.
But before then, they were totally against it.
Yeah.
Well, and then they hired Maureen Dowd to go out there and be a fucking moron about it, right?
Yeah,
and misinform people about it. Good thing for Maureen. Maureen Dowd is not embarrassed to be Maureen Dowd anymore. I mean, you should just be embarrassed. Like, you hang around smart people, but it's that club Cenk talks about. Like, they never embarrass each other, even when they should be.
Yeah, none of them turns to the other and says, well, that was a really stupid video you put out.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
Yeah, we do that here all the time.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no, and look, it seems ridiculous to us that it's taken this long because we live in a place where it's basically de facto legal. We look at the example of Colorado and Washington.
And grow a lot.
And grow a lot as well.
It's a bumper crop here.
Bumper crop?
Don't let your horses near it.
Yep.
And it seems obvious to us, but just a few years ago, the idea that a sitting senator would do this seemed difficult to believe. And so it is a good thing. Let's briefly put up this little map. You're going to see the spread of legalization. And you're seeing just two places where it has been legalized, but you see medical and decriminalized, medical, decriminalized, and fully illegal. Still many of the states, but it is progress. As we said, many will be voting this year. Now, if those are voted down, where it is possible that will happen, especially in Alaska, it's been trending against legalization. That would be a blow to the movement. But it does seem that, like expansion of same-sex marriage rights, that this is something that is inevitably going to happen, and so that's at least some progress.
The states are very different, as we know. But they're more.
Not
different.
only their shapes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how did they get those?
And I'm going to tell you something. They're even. Okay, but I believe they are so vastly different that these issues like gay marriage and marijuana and all of this. I mean, eventually you'll just live in the state you want to live in, and you'll visit the states you want to go to, and that's it. There are some states that won't change. They will take a much longer time, and they're so entrenched. Yeah. Well, the South and certain places.
In
Utah.
In
the middle of the country, in the plains.
In parts of Mississippi and most of Texas, no more slavery. So that's nice.
Exactly. Okay. That's great. We were waiting for that.
Yeah.